Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Terminal 1, where last episode, boys, we truly expanded the airport. We built 2 new runways and we got everything all set up on the passenger side for today's episode, to which we are going to expand our passenger business. I'm really excited for this one, I'm not going to lie, because it means we get to implement so much stuff. So we got extra runways for extra capacity. I got all the additional requirements in for, the fueling, the baggage, the tugs. We are ready to now expand the terminal buildings to keep building more and more concourses. Each one connected up with a beautiful sky bridge. This truly is going to bring so many passengers to the airport. Now, everything seems to be running smoothly. We keep fluctuating between 1-star and 2-star. It all depends, but we need to provide more passenger services. That is a given. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to implement more of the concourse setups right now. So I've got to go as far as here. All right, if I can get you in. And then go as far as there. Bam. And then just get you in. So that's where our next building is going to be. Now, of course, we're going to have to build an upstairs section. And I'm going to have to do the same thing here for this one as well. But we need to delete the stuff that we don't want. So I'm going to get rid of you and you. Delete, then how does it work? We need like escalators, don't we? So I'm going to put another 2 set of escalators either side. So I'll get rid of these 2 here. And that becomes the walkway to go to the next one after that. So providing I can get this all set up, then we're laughing all the way to the bank. Right, you go in there. And then we set you up there. We then go ahead and get you in there. I gotta do this one by one. I can't hold shift down like I normally do to kind of quick place some of this stuff. And then you go in there. So one of these here, one of these new ones, we have to change direction. And on this one, we'll change you, and we'll change you. So we've got 1 up, 1 down. So all that's left to do right now, then, is set the security zone. So I've got to make them all green. Ooh, damn. The game is slightly jumpy right there, isn't it? It doesn't like me doing all this green-related things. Right, bam, 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 bam. Now, let me just get rid of the roof. And we got to do it all one by one. So can I not select? What's going on here, boys? I don't know if I can select that or whether I've got to do it after. Do I need to do it? Let me delete these. It might be a case of I've got to do it the escalators after. That might be the case. So let me get these back in. Spin you around. We'll skip to the next day as well, by the way. Oh, that one's facing the wrong way. Damn it. I got so close, but yet so far. Right, boom, boom, boom. And then all I've got to do next is build the sky bridge, which it's the normal stuff here. We implement you in there, and we're bam. So what do I now not have set up? This security area here, here, here. Beautiful. They now have the ability to move over to the next one, which means I now have the ability to continue the expansions. I'm actually kind of nervous about this because I know it's going to bring so many more planes to the airport. So let's get our gates all up and running. And 1 there, 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 1 there. Now, their issues are there's no tug depot connected, and that's because it's the road we're technically not having connected at the moment. So we'll get that done on all of the sides, and now there's no path to baggage claim, boys. There's no path to baggage claim, which there is, so I don't know what you're talking about, game. I don't know what you're talking about. There's always something we're missing, isn't there? There is always something that we're going to be missing. Now, I don't know if we need to add anything more on. I think it's more of a case of this needs to be connected. So I've got this connected to... I think it might be an idea right now to just do more baggage claim and have it all separate. That might be the way to go. It might be the way to go, boys. So what I'm going to do, baggage handling, I'm going to... Now, do I implement more fuel and more tugs? Do you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just kind of go OTT right now. So, going to bring the road coming down this way. And we need the tugs, which goes there. Right, it's the right building, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Add in more fuel trucks. Add in more tugs. You can never have too many. You can never have too many. Baggage handling goes there. And then we'll do baggage handling over this side. So we can now really decipher what goes where. So you're for this one. Okay. Which means then you're... Oi! Get back here. You're for this one, and this one. So you go to them four, you go to them four. You go to them four, which means you go to these four. Oh, no, no, no. Go to them four, but we still don't have enough, like a path to it. Is there an issue here? Is it to do with the security, or is it one of those weird bugs where we have to kind of save and reload the game? No, we look all okay there. There's also a drone flying over as well, which is not good news. Let me just quickly shoot that down, boys. So I'll place you on the corner. And I'll place you on the corner just here. And no drones getting over here, boys. No drones. So no path to baggage claim area. No link to baggage claim. Are you crazy? Do you not know it exists right now? Is it to do with the fact that I didn't turn one of these round? Yes. It all come down to the escalators. Of course it did. It's always the escalators. I always forget them. I always forget them. There should be like a notification to tell you that you can't access the area because of escalators. That would be great, guys. Would be great, developers. So I've set it all up anyway. Now, these ones here don't have anything fully connected to them. I could, in theory, add in another kind of sets of the reclaims for the baggages, just to kind of add a bit more in, because on the next bit, we're going to do another one of these. Now, I can't squeeze it in, but I can throw in one just here as a way to just kind of get you all connected, link up the gates, and just have a little bit more efficiency is the best way to put it, right? It is. Now, obviously, this is going to bring so many more planes in, so many more passengers, so we need to make sure that we are kind of on top of all of our services. Now, before we do anything, I don't want to kind of keep dropping in and out of carbon offsets. So let me see if I can buy the remaining pieces of land. Right, we've got no outside area connection now, but don't worry about that. And where's the other ones I can now buy? I can buy you. So let me now just get my outside airport entry connection. Which that one goes there. Road going all the way across. We're back in business. And then that gives me a little bit more to offset the balance, but I do need to provide more solar farms. I'm sure there's policies as well that I can also enable. For example, clean energy, emissions from buildings reduced by, but the operating costs increase. We'll do that. So that gives us a little bit more. We'll also, I'm sure there's other stuff as well. Refrigerated cargo, no. No, I don't decrease the ratings. Ooh. Aircraft. Ooh, but you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to increase the price of fuel to reduce the aircraft's emissions. This is all ways in which I am now trying to reduce my carbon offset. All right, we have an issue now because all the planes are waiting way too long. I don't know that's when it was an issue because I got rid of the airport exit section. I'm not 100%. But we have a slight problemo. We do have a slight problemo right now. Or could it be that there's too many people trying to get into the airport? I don't think they can arrive quick enough, if I'm being honest with you. So we might now need to upgrade and build something like a metro. And to build a metro, we've got to place you in... Where's the metro? Is it part of the passenger terminal building? Where's the metro? Am I blind? Ah, it's an upgrade. Of course it is. Right, let me get some billboards. Oh, you just place them in yourself. Anyway. Metro now installed. People can now arrive via the metro to speed up the process. Right. Loving it. Absolutely loving it right now. So the metro is now all in. Passenger aircraft use 2% less fuel when parked at gates. Regional combinations only affects... yeah, we'll get that in as well. Right, I think that is then a bunch of upgrades we've implemented. There is other stuff that we do need to get in. The Aviation Authority office, I don't think we're quite reaching those levels just yet. Supersonic jets we can have come in. Ooh. I'm going to hold out a little bit more. Military planes you can have coming in as well. Let's just see how busy we are now moving forward. So, did I set up the one-way system on that one? I did. So we are going to have to now start planning once I can skip to the next day. Is there any other aircraft here? So why can't I skip? Yoo-hoo. There's no more aircraft here now. We can skip to the next day. All right, looks like we're not skipping to the next day. But let me sort out my taxi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it was 9. I'm doing this without even checking right now. I'm actually placing this down without even checking. Right, road going across. Road going across. And we need to implement cargo. So that gives us a... So I've got to go up by 1. Which will be like that. Yes, okay. It is actually perfectly placed. Cargo. Cargo. So some reason then, the game is not gaming for me right now. We're going to increase the building limits and buy all the vehicles. Increase the building limits, buy all the vehicles, but I'm missing 1. So let me now just quickly save the game. When in doubt, save and load. Save and load, boys, when in doubt. It always fixes your problems. Nice. Although you don't get a subsidiary payment, but that's okay. That's okay. So more cargo buildings down anyway. And this will then start serving as we move and push ourselves further back. This is looking glorious, isn't it? It really is. But I've got a few more vehicles I've got to buy here, and buy a few more. I just mean 1 more. Very well. Very, very well. Very well, boys. Right, glorious. So, let me now just set up the one-way systems over here. So, if that one's coming in that way, this one goes that way, goes that way. Because we're figure of 8ing it, going all the way down. That's pretty much how we're setting it all up. Which does work out fairly well for us. It really does. So, I'll wait for a few more pennies to come in before we then decide that it's time to start building the next concourse area. But other than that, is everyone approaching at the airport okay? Let me, policies. There is other stuff I can do. I could do, is it like ride sharing or extra buses or something like that? Well, we'll do free public Wi-Fi. That would be kind of handy. Fuel management, long transporters, private jets. No, we don't want private jets. I always thought there was something that I can implement in, but I'm not too sure if there is or not. Right, anyway, let me just get rid of the roof. And let me zoom right in. So I feel like it's a normal day at the moment. Nothing too crazy going on. People are arriving by the metro, which is good to see. Metro is installed. Very nice, very nice. But there's not really that many passenger planes at the moment. It feels busy, but there doesn't feel like there's that many at the moment. There's a lot of cargo planes, though, I will say that. There's a lot of cargo planes, isn't there? Holy moly. Right, shall we take a look at trying to add in some of the services inside of the terminal buildings? I think so. So I think then we'll start with a glorious little pharmacy. So there's one there. I don't know if we can try and implement one in each area. I'm not too sure. But we'll try our best. Checking counters, gates, baggage claim, remote, baggage handling, travelators, escalators, a bar. Oh yes, very important to have the bar in. Bar. There we go. And now just hold out a little bit because money is an issue. But we'll get our subsidiary payment on the next day. Right, spent a lot, but also made a lot as well. That felt like a weird day, I ain't gonna lie. There we go, we're now making a couple of pennies either side. Right, plane's now taking off. Nice, next day, let's go. Right, zooming back in then, we've got the bars running all the way down. Okay, now we're going to take a look at some restaurants. So I'm going to add one in each area. So restaurante there. I'll throw in one there. And I'll throw in one there. Next, we've got a cafe, which I'll throw over here. Throw there. I'm going to throw that there. We've got duty-free shopping. Put you there. Put you there. And I don't have 500 big ones right now. Holy moly. Duty-free shopping just there. We also have a hotel, which we'll get in soon. The business lounge is always a good shout. I've had problems before with business lounges, as that you can't get multiple in, but I think that was just me being a noob kind of issue. We'll get all those in. We've got gardens we can squeeze in. Can we implement multiple gardens? Yeah, I think I just had a previous issue before, which has made me a bit dubious about getting some of this stuff in. Smokers lounge, designated area, space, passenger drive early for their flights. Right, let me... Now, how can I implement it here? Okay, it's actually quite easy to get the smokers lounges in. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a pain for us, but turns out no. Okay, now we've got the clothes store. Have I missed a spot? Yeah, here. We've got the bookstore. And the toilets. So bookstore and toilets next. Bookstore. Toilets. Bookstore. Toilets. That's a lot of stuff for them to do. And I know there's a lot because now it feels like my game is slightly struggling. But that's a lot right now. That means that we can now start generating a lot more money inside of the terminals. Look at that. My retail right now is 2,300. About to be 2,400. My retail sales. That's crazy. That is actually crazy right now. Holy smokes. Now, there's not something I can do maybe in the options to kind of... I could turn some stuff off and on. I could toggle my FPS. Oh, apparently I'm getting good FPS, but I can turn grass off. So you can see my FPS at the top corner right now. Let's see how quickly that gets destroyed as everyone starts arriving in the day. But a lot of stuff right now we've implemented, which is amazing. I'm really, really happy with all of this. And I don't know whether it's time for me to kind of extend over by a few more. Or whether we should just kind of keep fine-tuning what we currently have. Because I've got to build a hotel. Now, the hotel, I always forget where that building is. Where's the hotel? Did I unlock the hotel? I did, but where's the hotel? Admin building. No, 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 no. Where's the hotel? Oh, do I not have a catering building? I don't have catering set up, do I? More importantly, though, where in the world is the hotel? Oh, it's here. Oh my goodness me, it's here. Right. Put the hotel there. Can I build 2 hotels? I could. Double hotels, baby. Double hotels. Right, it's so busy. My FPS has dropped so bad. Is there anything I can do right now to improve it? What if I turned off... Let me pause. Oh, grass off. A reload is required. Trees off. Okay, there's more stuff here. So, weather off. Draw detail distance super low. Turn off a faster frame rate. Yes. Right, let's go. Has it improved much? I know some of it I need to do a reload, by the way. But look at how busy our airport is. I could go normal speed and get a bit more FPS back. Which works out. I haven't got to run it always in fast forward mode. But there's so many aircraft here. This is wild. It just makes me want to build even more. It really does. Right, so we've pretty much done all this stuff. I don't want to do flight checks just yet. We are missing the catering buildings.
Cargo flight GG 865.
I'm only now just realizing this.
Has landed. Passengers
But I wouldn't even know where to begin to implement them in.
Can collect their baggage at baggage claim number 2.
You know what I mean? I fine-tuned myself that much. I feel like I'm slightly missing out. So there is still a few things that we've got to get in. Right, that announcer's voice. Is going to do me head in. Right, passenger services have now drastically increased. It's the cargo services that they're really struggling on. So do you reckon it's time that we do some flight checks for the cargo?
Aircraft heading to stand. Going to 118.7.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. What policies? Is there any policies I could do to maybe make them a bit better? Increase the cargo by 8% map supervisors. No. Gate controls. No. Hangars, double income, but require long to complete. No. Electric vehicles, reduce emissions, but however take time between charges. Ooh, that's a tough one to go for, isn't it? I don't think I mess with anything else because it's on a really nice fine balance at the moment. We've got 33 aircraft in the airport, but there is, for me, the ability to build the Aviation Authority office. Which, if I built that here, it pushes me up to then potentially having 60 flights a day coming and going. Now, I could probably get that once I start expanding a bit more. That will definitely start happening. Do we need more outside of the region road connections? I don't think we do. But maybe we do if I was to implement one there. Run that road going down. We fast forward. That could be quite useful for a lot of vehicles. Look at the frame rate now. He's broken the game. He's broken the game. Well, he hasn't broken the game. He's put a lot of stress on the game, is what I should say. A lot of stress is on the game. I love it. I really do. I like pushing games to their limits. But this is beyond everything right now. This is a lot going on. There's no other settings I can change, is there? Ready chat engine. Nah, that's all volume related stuff. Oh, we can increase my icon size. Draw distance, markers, currency, airlines, highlight related passengers off. Concrete appears apparent slope on the edge of concrete. I don't know if that's going to change anything. I'm not too sure. But we are earning dollar bills. Look at that net profit already today. So net profit is over 12 grand. We'll be pushing 20 grand if I didn't spend anything on construction. We've had nearly 2,500 in just retail sales alone. All the planes are now leaving. And am I able to skip to the next day? Bam. So if I was to sell up now, my airport would be worth $250,000. My subsidiary income would be 11,000. We're not far off the subsidiary payment being double what I'm earning right now. That's terrifying to even think. It really is. It really is. So somehow I've got to get my cargo up a bit higher. And I'm not sure what it is about this that's really kind of like slowing me down or not having the best cargo kind of rating. I wonder if I did implement. I mean, I don't want to bring them from over there. But what if I was to drop in a couple of hangars? So hangar-wise, I always struggle to remember what icon's what. It would be nice if they had little text at the bottom of each icon, so we knew what was what. But if I implemented you there... Oh no, not you. Not you there, sorry. I'm going to move this back. I've got an idea. Well, I could place you in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that to there. And then have, not runway, sorry, taxiway in. Oh, it's not connected to... Okay, right, I just realized what I've done. I realized the boo-boo I just made. Now, do I keep that in? I'm going to keep that in. I just realized the boo-boo I just made. I need a taxiway. Because they go round on a loop. Yeah. Right, let's try that again. So, 1, 2, 3. Run that going all the way across. Right. Now, no tug connected, obviously. So a few more in there. So they'll now be able to provide flight checks for them planes coming in. But I did get rid of the fuel depot, didn't I? So let me put you in there. Let me just get the roads to cross over. And let's go to the next day. So we might see these three now be used for hangars. But I've got to upgrade the flight check service. Which are going to implement the flight check vehicles. Which have a radius as you can now see. So at least the cargo planes can get what they require. Haven't seen any passenger planes come in yet. Actually, the airport's quite quiet, isn't it?
Aircraft going to stand. Going to 118.7.
So that does want flight checks. So that stand over here right now is going to be super busy. Or both of these, actually.
APU is coming online. Stand by for shutdown.
Flight checks done.
APU is coming online.
Flight checks
Stand by for
done.
shutdown.
So it should now definitely increase my cargo rating. As we do provide flight checks. But that is the kind of stuff we need, like, throughout the whole airport.
Cabin ready for boarding.
Now, none of these can get flight checks because there's no hangar within the radius of them.
Start prepping for offload.
So there's not really much they can kind of do. But providing that extra flight check service, I'm wondering if that now is enough to maybe eventually push me up into having 3 stars. I can only dream. I can only dream. You can only dream, boys. I'm still at 46 on cargo services. We're doing our best. Oh, 44. If anything, I've gone down. Right, okay. Maybe we've got to look at alternative runways for cargo. Maybe to stop them using these. I'll have to end up redesigning this whole area here. Maybe add an extra 2 runways in. To be honest, I think... Oh, yeah. I do like... Oh, no. It's actually gone to 48 now. So it's going to push itself up. Slightly evening out. Slightly evening out, boys. Right, okay. But we'll keep our eyes peeled on that anyway. So I think next episode, not only do we extend and expand the passenger terminal buildings and add more concourses on, we take a look at how we can make the cargo side more efficient, give them their own runways, but then again, I can incorporate the 2 runways into this, but then again, another one. What if I got rid of the cargo setup here, built my 2 runways, and built a cargo and maintenance setup together? Or I can build it down here. It doesn't really matter for me. We've got loads of room. I could build them together as one place, and they share 2 runways separately. That could be the way to go forward. That could be the way to go forward. And hopefully that then will increase my cargo services rating and give me that lucrative 3-star rating I'm striving for. Guys, we'll end it here. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.